In the early 3rd century BCE, the Roman Republic was on the rise, expanding its territory and influence throughout the Mediterranean. Following the Punic Wars, Rome established itself as a dominant power known for its disciplined legions and relentless military tactics. By the time of the Second Punic War, the Romans had developed a reputation for strength and resilience, believing themselves invincible on the battlefield. Their military system was highly organized, relying on a legionary structure that emphasized training, discipline, and loyalty. The Romans fought fiercely to protect their interests, especially after the First Punic War against Carthage, which ended in a hard-fought victory for Rome. However, this victory came at a cost, and Carthage's desire for revenge would soon manifest in the form of Hannibal Barca, a military genius and the son of Hamilcar Barca, who instilled a deep-seated hatred for Rome in his children. The stage was set for conflict, and the Roman Republic was about to face its greatest challenge. Born in 247 BCE, Hannibal was raised in a family that understood the complexities of warfare. His father, Hamilcar, was a prominent general in the First Punic War, and Hannibal grew up surrounded by stories of valor and strategies for outmaneuvering enemies. Legend has it that Hamilcar took Hannibal to Spain when he was a child and made him swear an oath to never befriend to Rome. This oath shaped Hannibal's life and ambition, motivating him to seek revenge for Carthage's past humiliations. Hannibal quickly established himself as a formidable commander, leading successful campaigns in Spain that bolstered his reputation. By 218 BCE, he was appointed to command the Carthaginian forces in the Second Punic War. His audacious plan involved crossing the Alps to invade Italy, a move that would take the Romans by surprise and alter the course of history. Hannibal's decision to march his army, including war elephants, across the treacherous Alps was unprecedented. The journey was fraught with danger, as Hannibal faced freezing temperatures, rocky terrain, and hostile tribes. Yet he displayed remarkable leadership, rallying his troops through speeches and demonstrations of courage. Many soldiers and elephants perished along the way, but Hannibal's determination and resourcefulness helped him achieve the impossible. Emerging in northern Italy, Hannibal's arrival sent shockwaves through the Roman Senate. His unexpected maneuver demonstrated not only his military genius, but also a psychological blow to Roman pride. The idea that a foreign general could invade their territory rattled the Roman elite, who had long considered themselves the dominant power in the region. After gaining a foothold in Italy, Hannibal sought to capitalize on his success by rallying support from discontented Italian city-states. His charismatic leadership and reputation for fairness attracted many allies, including the Gauls, who had grievances against Rome. Hannibal's ability to inspire loyalty among diverse groups made him a significant threat to Roman control in Italy. By 216 BCE, Hannibal had amassed an impressive force, but the Roman leaders, alarmed by his successes, were determined to confront him. They assembled a massive army, estimated at around 86,000 soldiers, to face Hannibal in a decisive battle at Cannae. Commanded by two consuls, Varro and Paulus, the Roman army believed that their sheer number would ensure victory. The stage was set for one of the most significant battles in history. Hannibal's forces, numbering at around 50,000, were outnumbered, but he was prepared to use strategy over brute force. His plan was brilliant. He arranged his troops in a crescent formation, creating a trap for the advancing Romans. As the battle began, Hannibal allowed the Romans to engage, drawing them deeper into the center of his lines. This tactic, known as double envelopment, played to Hannibal's strengths as a strategist. His best soldiers were positioned in the center, creating an illusion of weakness. The Romans, overconfident in their numbers, charged forward, fully committing their forces to the attack. Once the Romans were deeply entrenched in the center, Hannibal's cavalry launched a surprise assault from the flanks, encircling the Roman army. The Roman soldiers, caught in a deadly trap, were unable to escape. The battle turned into chaotic slaughter as Hannibal's forces systematically picked off the Roman troops. Estimates suggest that between 50,000 to 70,000 Roman soldiers were killed in a single day, making it one of the worst defeats in Roman history. The psychological impact of this loss was profound, leaving the Roman army shattered and the populace in shock. Hannibal's victory at Cannae was not just a tactical triumph, it became a defining moment that instilled deep fear in the Roman psyche. Hannibal's ability to devise and execute innovative strategies set him apart from other commanders. The Romans, accustomed to straightforward battles, found themselves unprepared for Hannibal's cunning tactics. His success at Cannae showcased his brilliance in outmaneuvering a larger force, solidifying his reputation as a military genius. The sheer scale of the defeat at Cannae shattered the Roman sense of invincibility. For years, Romans had prided themselves on their military strength, and this catastrophic loss forced them to confront their vulnerabilities. Hannibal's leadership style was charismatic and inspiring. He forged strong bonds with his troops and Italian allies, creating a sense of unity that intimidated the Romans. His reputation as a fair and just leader made him appealing to many, and as more Italian city-states began to support him, Rome's grip on the region weakened. Hannibal's victory in Italy encouraged other city-states to consider defecting from Roman allegiance. Many Italian communities tired of Roman dominance and oppression began to see Hannibal as a liberator. This potential for rebellion was a significant threat to Roman control and added to their fear of Hannibal's growing influence. Despite his stunning victory at Cannae, Hannibal faced critical challenges afterward. Instead of marching on Rome, he chose to consolidate his position in southern Italy. This decision had been debated by historians for centuries. Some argue that Hannibal lacked the resources necessary to lay siege to Rome, while others believe he underestimated the Romans' ability to recover. In the wake of Cannae, the Roman Senate showed remarkable resilience. They regrouped and developed new strategies to confront Hannibal's forces. Instead of engaging in direct battles, they focused on a war of attrition, avoiding confrontations that could lead to more disastrous losses. The Romans began to strengthen their defenses and employ guerrilla tactics, harassing Hannibal's supply lines and stretching his resources thin. As the war dragged on, a new Roman commander emerged, Scipio Africanus. Recognizing the need for a bold strategy to encounter Hannibal, Scipio studied Hannibal's tactics and adapted his approach. He aimed to take the fight to Hannibal by invading North Africa, forcing Hannibal to divert his attention away from Italy. Scipio's campaigns in Spain were decisive. He secured Roman control over the region and gained the loyalty of local allies, further weakening Hannibal's position. By 204 BCE, Scipio had successfully positioned himself for a climatic confrontation with Hannibal. As the Second Punic War continued, the tides of battle shifted once again. The stakes were higher than ever, with Rome's survival hanging in the balance. The upcoming Battle of Zama would not only be a test of military might, but also a clash of two brilliant minds. Scipio's innovative tactics would meet Hannibal's unmatched experience, setting the stage for a confrontation that would echo through history. Join us as we delve into the gripping story of the Battle of Zama, where legends would rise and fall and the fate of empires would be sealed.